today the Tacoma gets some love. Welcome back everyone. I hope you guys are all staying healthy and safe. Today we're going to continue working on the Tacoma, and I'm going to do some things on it that I wanted to do for quite some time now. Just haven't really had the time, and quite honestly it's just been so hot here in Utah that it's been kind of difficult to work on the truck. As you guys can see, we don't have any lights in the front bumper, so today we're going to be fixing that. Also, I am going to be pulling out the Baja design dish lights, and we'll be installing some Morimoto. So we'll be doing some Morimoto dish lights, Morimoto fog lights, and then I'll also be doing a light bar up front. I do have I believe it's a body armor, it might be a Cavalry, just like laying around, so I'm gonna throw that guy back into the bumper. I haven't really talked about, but I do have the AlphaRex Nova Series headlights. During the past few months as I was working on the truck, I actually ended up cutting out the harness for the DRLs, so I'm gonna reinstall the harness onto the headlights today just to get that done. So yeah, today's project is gonna be all about lighting. But before we get into the installs and fixing stuff, how good does the truck look? Especially here with this nice little sunrise. Super stoked on it. I do still think that I'm gonna need to do some wheel spacers on the truck, especially up front. Just don't really like the stance of the wheels and tires. So I may actually try and pick up a few wheel spacers, this morning. We'll get those guys thrown on. But anyway, without talking too much, let's get this truck into the shop. It'll be a short video for you guys. I'm not gonna do like an in-depth, installation video, because I'm just gonna hook all the lights up into the little switch panel that I have. Lights coming out. Sun's coming out. So anyway, let's get this guy pulled in, get everything installed. Should have this thing ready in about an hour, so let's get her done. Nothing like hot coffee in a 90-degree shop. Before we get started, if there is any of you HVAC guys in Utah that can fix that, if you can see right here, this 40-year-old swamp cooler, send me a message on Instagram or comment down below, please, because it's super hot in here. Anyway, so for today, for the lighting, what we're going to be doing is, in the front bumper, I'm going to be installing this, I believe it's a Cavalry, it might be a body armor light bar. I'm not sure, they all look the same. So we're gonna throw this guy back in. One thing I am doing, I'm going away from like the amber. I'm gonna go with like a nice like clear and white look up front. So bumper, we're doing this light bar. For the fog lights, I am going with these new Bad Mama Jammas. These are the Morimoto 4Bangers. Super pumped on these. As far as like the light output on these, Morimoto is claiming that these are a lot more powerful than pretty much anything else in the market. So super stoked to put these guys to use. On the bumper, I am going to be going with a flood or white beam pattern. That's usually what fog lights are. On the dish lights, I will be going with these bad boys. Actually, no, these are the combos. So combos will be going to the dish lights, and my wide / floods will be going into the bumper. Now, what's really nice about this, we're just going to use these little adapter harnesses for the fog lights. So even though these are technically universal pods, they do have these are vehicle specific, but because we're going to be installing them into the steel bumper, we're going to use the universal brackets, and they should just plug straight in. So that should take a whole like 2 minutes. And then for the dish lights, same thing. We're going to use our universal brackets and just replace the Bajas. I'm going to try and just use the same wiring harness I have on the Bajas. If that doesn't work, we do have this relay wire harness that we can use, and then we're just gonna hook this up to the switch panel. So anyway, for the whole install here, I'm thinking it's gonna take like 20-30 minutes. It should be very, very simple. I think the hardest part really will be just mounting this to the bumper, but even that should be super quick. So let's go ahead and get with the install. We'll start with the fog lights, LED light bar up front, and then we'll do the dish lights last. So let's get into it. One thing I noticed, how cool is this packaging from Morimoto? And each one of these lights has got like a different truck, so that's pretty neat. Let's put these guys aside. First up, I'm gonna prepare the lights and just throw the brackets on these guys. Should make this install much quicker. Alright guys, now it's been a few months since I've installed all the lights on the Tacoma. We are actually in August now, and I did the install back in July when it was still scorching hot. We are already wearing our windbreakers, so that's really awesome. Now, I have had some time to really put the lighting through its paces. Even though I don't drive the Tacoma as much, I have gotten to go off-road with the truck, at night. And I took a pretty long road trip out to Loveland in the Denver area to Colorado from Salt Lake, and did the majority of driving at night. And I do want to say that AlphaRex Nova Series headlights, they're amazing. I would say that they are just not even comparable as far as like light output to the OEM lights on this thing. Not even close, especially with the TRD off-roads. It comes with halogen lights, these being LEDs. So super bright, super stoked on them, especially once I get them leveled in. Right now you guys will see some, B-roll footage of me driving at night with them. And also like the color output on them is just beautiful. Now, talking about the little, 4Bangers from Morimoto, I wasn't sure if they're going to be brighter than the ambers, the amber Bajas that I had on here, and it's kind of hard to compare the two without doing, a complete side-by-side comparison. I do want to say though that the light output on them is amazing. Again, hard to compare, amber lights to clear lights. With the ambers, they were amazing, especially in the snow. Going off-roading at night in the snow, it's been awesome. With these Morimoto 4Bangers, just in the dirt and just at night, even on the highway, they've been like really, really nice through the canyons and all that. So overall, lighting, I'm super pumped that I finally got done on the Tacoma. Again, I just don't drive the Tacoma as much, especially since I have the Tundra. I've mentioned before, one of the things about the Tacoma that kind of sucks, especially having two kids, as you guys can see. Once we have one car seat in here, this passenger seat is completely useless, and it's pretty impossible for me to have another car seat behind me and to have my wife in here. So we've really been taking the Tundra everywhere. Anyway, I know this is a super short video. It's not in depth. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If anything, just get some eye candy to see the new look of the Tacoma. Just going with more of the monochrome look. I'm pretty stoked on it. I'm really liking it. I'm actually heading out right now to go shoot a video for you guys, just give you guys a full update on the truck. Some things have changed here and there. Some big things with the truck have changed without me actually, shooting any like media on it. Grand, here we are, what is it, like 4 months later or 3 months later since the last video I did. Anyway, if you guys like this video, make sure to drop me a like down below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will be releasing a lot more videos here, shortly, especially on the Tacoma and the Tundra, as things have been happening with both trucks. So, we are getting into fall, into the winter, so I should be, releasing a lot more content for you guys, and hopefully we'll have some, new projects here in the future. Anyway, that's all the time I have for you guys today. I hope you guys stay safe and healthy. Until next time, we'll see you.